Turok Rage Wars. This was the first game I played in the Turok franchise, and it's still one of my favorite first person shooters to this day. My stepbrother told me about this game years ago when we were like 6, 7 years old, and it sounded really cool at the time when he told me about it. So we rented it one weekend together. I don't know what my mom was thinking letting us play such a violent game, but hey, I'm glad I got to check this game out because I truly loved this game growing up. It's probably my favorite Turok game. It's close to this one and two are really close together, but I wouldn't blame anyone if someone said two. That's probably the fan favorite, but this one has a special place in my heart because it is the first one I played. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you come with me on this journey as we go through this game briefly together. Sadly, Acclaim is no longer with us, the creators of this great franchise. I truly love this opening music. It really sets the tone with this dark, eerie Native American sounds. I've always loved Native American music anyway, so when you combine the two along with this amazing setting of the game, for me personally, this was already pretty hyped, and it still gets me hyped to this day. Upon entering the main menu, you see multiplayer, first and single player trials. First and single player trials are like the main campaign, which lets you unlock new characters. One is obviously just single player, and one is where you go through a co-op. By completing trials, you actually get to unlock more characters. Some characters have like multiple paths you can go down before you get to Talset, who is the final boss throughout pretty much every single trial with every character. The more characters you unlock and get to go through first player trials, the more mini bosses come unlocked. You get to unlock new paths, new weapons for each character as you play through the game. It's a lot of fun, honestly. It adds a lot of replayability. You're not just going down the same path with different characters. You actually get to expand and unlock more paths and mini bosses and different weapons for all these different characters, and it really makes it fun to collect all these things. The controls in this game are actually really good, really tight. I mean, it's very responsive. I have no complaints. I mean, it feels a little weird now going back and playing it because you have to use the C-pad to move and use the analog stick in the middle to turn your view, but honestly, you get used to it pretty quickly. It's a tight, solid feel in the game, but I'll say one thing. When you want to emulate this game on an 8-bit DO controller, or really probably any modern DO controller, it gets a little weird because some of the buttons just don't match up. You got to go in there and customize it yourself, and that can be a little time consuming. As much as I really love first player mode in this game, it is still classic to me. I still play through it sometimes. The real heart of why I continue to still love and play this game today, and why me and my stepbrother got into it in the first place, was the multiplayer. Multiplayer is where the heart of this game really lies. This game came out a year after 2, and it was Acclaim's way of giving us a new Turok game while they were working on the third mainline entry. In multiplayer, you get to select from any character you've unlocked so far, and you get to pick any weapon that you want in the game. Once you and other players choosing to play with you, if you're playing with other people, get done customizing your weapons, your character, and everything, you get to choose between deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, or attack the monkey. Personally, team deathmatch and capture the flag were probably my favorite modes to play in this game. I've always enjoyed more of a team effort than a free-for-all when it came to these first-person shooters, but that's just a personal thing for me. Man, I ain't never gonna forget the look on our faces when we first saw Attack the Monkey. We were like, what's going on? What are we supposed to do? We were all kind of baffled, just looking around like, what's going on? And then we were playing I think we were playing like 2-player trials or something, and we're going through and we're like, oh wait, you're a monkey. Why are you a monkey? We eventually figured it out, but it was just kind of a baffling, funny moment for us all the time, just sitting around late at night playing this game, and we just got hit with it during a random trial match going through like the campaign. I don't know, it was just funny memory for me. Once you select the stages you want to play, you get to customize the time, how many kills to get the win. You get to turn on the kill friend or turn it off. You get to choose how many bots you want. You get to customize what team they play for if you're doing a team deathmatch or capture the flag. I have a lot of memories of me and my stepbrother playing team deathmatch together. It was a lot of fun. We would usually team up to try to help each other and set sometimes like easy, or sometimes we'd just try to set crazy hard standards. It really just depended on what we were feeling at the time. It was just a lot of fun back then. I still have fond memories of me and my stepbrother honestly playing this game a lot. I remember we would be up late at night. It was like we lived in the back room of the house where we were staying at with my mom at the time. It was in the country, living next to the river. It was late at night. We were like 7, 8 years old. We're playing this dark, gory game. And my mom would sometimes make us like fresh chocolate chip cookies. It's just a really happy memory for me, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It was just really good times. I can't really fully explain the feeling, honestly, because it's just one of the things that just really nostalgic and special. I'm sure a lot of you have those same memories. I honestly hope you do because those memories are sometimes the best and they stick with us forever. Is Turok Rage Wars still playable even in the modern era? So many multiplayers coming out, especially with online being a big thing nowadays. I would say, honestly, yes. If you love classic deathmatch games with bots or just want to play with a group of friends come over, this is definitely still worth your time. Yeah, it's got a weird controller because of the 64. But honestly, the controls are tight and you can get used to this pretty quick, especially if you grew up in that era. There really isn't too much left for me to say about this game. Like I said, you got the first player trial, you got two-player trial. You want to unlock a lot new unlockables like characters, weapons for you to replay the campaign over again, giving you a lot of replay value. But of course, the hardest game, like I said earlier, is some multiplayer for you to play with your friends or just play alone with bots. It sounds simple, and in a way it is, but simple isn't always bad. Sometimes you can do a lot with just a little. And I think that's what they did perfectly with this game. I think for me, it came to me at a perfect time. I still have fond memories as I've gone over a few of them here in this video. Maybe you guys have fond memories of this game too. If you do, let me know in the comment section. I'd really love to know your stories about this game. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys. Until next time.